Well, Kel, let's go to you. I don't know how familiar you are with the FOI process, but we do have a problem in Australia, and I think it is broader than the Electoral Commission problem, where they are denying people access to documents because they know that these documents will make the bureaucracy look bad.
Yep. And if you can be bureaucratic enough, you can say, well, we would love to handle your freedom of information request. It's just a bit of a struggle at the moment. Come back to us when we've finished our tea break or whatever. It's a bigger worry even beyond that, because they're using a very obscure bit of the law. The bit of the law that they're using is a paragraph that talks about leaflets and electioneering material. Andrew Bogut didn't produce leaflets and electioneering material. Part of my worry, and this is what I want you to find out when you get a reply to your FOI request, is are they using this as a form of censorship? That's what it looks like. If Andrew Bogut has to provide that kind of formal identification that political advertising has to provide, then why doesn't there have to be one at the bottom of every Chris Kenny column in The Australian saying authorised by from this address? This looks to me like a potential censorship tool. Why on earth are they being so sensitive about Andrew Bogut? I've got no idea.
And why won't they give us the actual complaint so we know where the complaint was? We can confirm it wasn't coming from the government. And Sophie, I mean, the other point to make on this is they say they have the duty to follow the law with Andrew Bogut. They say we have no choice, we have to send in this letter, it's our legislative duty, but then they ignore their other legislative duties. You know, they pick and choose which laws they adhere to.
Well, Jack, this is a serious concern, especially ahead of the Victorian election, which we have here in November this year. I think they've tried to use Andrew Bogut as an example. He has got hundreds of thousands of followers across his social media channels. He's been incredibly outspoken and called out the nonsense that the Andrews government has been peddling and pushing throughout the pandemic. And someone has obviously wanted to shut him down and make an example of him. This is a real problem for freedom of speech. They've obviously only chosen to take action on him, and now they're being all secretive about this. And as Kel said, they could have been a bit more diplomatic about it, but they're just simply using the excuse they don't have enough hours in the day. I mean, these bureaucrats are paid very well. We have an army of bureaucrats down here. And to say they don't have enough staff to do the legwork to find out who made the complaint and how it all transpired, to me sounds like a whole load of hogwash, Jack.
Yeah, well, exactly, considering that it's supposedly just one singular complaint that was made. We're talking about one document, and they supposedly would take 15 weeks to locate that one document. I don't buy it, but we'll keep asking questions.